If you have a bigger home, you have a lot of wood trim, you want to put a wood window back in, you want to put the applied grills on the window, or you want to put shades or blinds, you have a lot of windows, you're going to a top-of-the-line product, you're going with a full-frame installation, you're going to pay more. And it's your choice. You get to make a choice what you want to do. You can go to $65,000. I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of window replacement jobs go between 25 and 35, even 45 in not extravagant homes. Easy to pay 20 in a small to mid-sized home. Easy, depending on how many windows you have. And I'd probably be on the low side. That's without an entry door. I'm talking patio door and windows. So just get your head around that, how much this costs. Well, I have friends say, John, you're in the window business, you've been in the window business for 100 years. I say, well, great. I'm old, is that what you think? No, you know, okay, I'm going to tell you. Whatever you think window installation, new windows cost, double that. Whatever you think the hassle factor is, double that. Are you trying to scare me? No, I'm trying to be realistic. This is not a do-it-yourself thing. Okay, you don't want to do this yourself. You want a professional doing this, and it's going to be costly. And it's going to be even more costly if you make a mistake. So get somebody you can trust, and here's why. With windows, once the manufacturer makes them, somebody owns them. Window manufacturers, none of the manufacturers have windows sitting on a shelf. Every order is built to order for your home. So if you don't use them, they're going in the garbage. My company, you send back our windows, we throw them in the dumpster. We've got no use for them because they're made for a specific home. Okay. A bay window is, if you have a bay window, you know, if I had to put a price on a per window, and this is really dangerous to do, but minimum is going to be $500 to $600. People say to me, why? I say, do you ever buy a coffee table? A coffee table is basically like a window. It's wood and glass, only this has to keep the air and the water. No, I'm talking about installed. You're generally going to talk 500 to as high as 2,500 per window.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, can be that much money. Okay, got a couple of more minutes. So, what should I pay? How do I get a good price? Well, you started that process right here by getting educated and knowledgeable. And any good contractor, certainly one that sponsored this presentation, I'm not doing a commercial for them, but I know them very well. They're reputable. You're going to get a fair price, and here's how you're going to get a fair price. Now, what you're talking about, understand the lingo, ask the right questions, listen to your contractor, consult with them, but keep this consistent. You don't want to go apples over here, oranges over there. You want to control, you want to ask enough questions that you're intelligent about what you want to do. Okay. If you do that, and you develop a scope of work, so you bring in a couple of contractors and you say, here's what I want to do, let them tell you what they think you should do. Use a professional, pick his brain, his or her brain. You don't want to use and abuse anybody, okay? Because these people are out trying to make a living, but they do want to help you if you want to take the help. And they're not afraid of you getting other quotes. Because I'll tell you this, every contractor is going to be different. The reason the numbers change, something is different about what they're doing, either the window, the installation method, features, whatever they're giving you, okay? So here's what I would tell you, it's this simple. Get your quotes, and you're going to get quotes from here to there. You probably want to throw out the high one, you might have missed it, maybe he's charging too much, stay away from the low one. When you got a pack of people in this tight area, that's your market price. Okay? It's just logical. Now, how do you choose when you're in that pack? How do you choose? How would you choose? Great answer, by word of mouth. Who do I trust? Who sounds like who's worked in my neighborhood? Who sounds like they're trustworthy? Who insurance did I check and background, and they look like they are worthy? Yes, absolutely, you should make sure they're insured, because if they're not insured and something happens, you're going to pay. We live in a litigious society, so you want insurance. And it's easy to check the background. Okay? All right, any questions on how to get a good price? We got about 1 minute. You know what? My answer to that is, if you stay, with regard to products, stay with a major player, somebody that is a major player. The reason I'd say that, whether it's one of the name brands, they have enough money, they've done the R&D, they can run production lines. You don't want to buy windows from a guy in his basement. Okay? So yes, it matters. You can stay with that. Okay, final slide. So, how to get started. You did that already. You started today by coming to this seminar. See what you're buying. Visit a showroom. You're going to live with these windows for 20 years. Take the time. Go to the showroom. Look at them. Move them up and down. Okay? Don't buy something sight unseen. I would never recommend that you do that. Okay? Develop a scope of work. Get it in writing. If it's not in writing, no court in the world, or at least in America, is going to take your side. Okay? So get it in writing. And check their insurance, check the references, check their backgrounds. Bonded is not a big deal in residential work. If you are building a commercial building, that's a big deal. Basically, bonded, what that means is that if you're either putting up a performance bond, or there's some type of bond, which means if the work doesn't go according to what you said it does, there's insurance against it. You probably don't need to go that far not in residential work. Agree on a timeline. I'm sorry, you had a question? Ask them for a certificate of insurance. Ask them to prove that they have insurance. They can prove, they'll have a document that says we're insured, and they'll show it to you. Background, best way to do that, go to the internet. They're going to give you some references, check them out. Are they going to give you bad ones? No. But you never know. You're going to know what people say about them. Background, not background as in legal background. Yeah, you're not going to check the Better Business Bureau. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry? Insurance. Okay. Okay, don't do this to yourself, please. I'm going to give you one piece of advice. I'm going to ask you to stick to this. Don't ask somebody if they can throw this in. Today, nobody throws anything in. The reason why is because the world's broken. Contractors know that. Manufacturers know that. Everything is tight. Okay? If you're going to ask for additional work to be done, get it in writing and ask what you're going to pay for. Don't get it thrown in. It's not going to happen. Okay? All right. That's all I've got. It's been a wonderful audience. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope this helps you. And if you're waiting for Bellegarde to come on,